What's up, everyone? I'm CL Connolly. And recently I had watched Sex and the City. Okay, I have the entire series on DVD. You're not going in there. I have the entire series on DVD and both movies. So, of course, when it was on TV, I never saw it because I've never paid for cable TV and it was on HBO. So I never saw it when it was on TV. I only saw it like when it was on reruns on regular TV. And then at some point, regular TV went to, I don't really want you in there. At some point, regular TV went to digital. So it wasn't like one of those things where you could just plug in your TV. Don't play with that. Uh, it wasn't like regular TV. It wasn't like regular TV where you used to be able to plug it in, use the little antenna to gain a signal, and boom, you got TV. Please don't play with that. But anyway, so when it got to the digital stage, and you had to have like some kind of converter, or you had to go to cable or something, we just said forget it, and we got all DVDs, right? So, can you stop playing with that, please? I really don't want that. But she's gonna make this so difficult if she's in my shirt. But anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so we went to only watching DVDs. So that's all we had. And at some point I was like, I liked the episodes that I was able to see on regular TV, because on regular TV they didn't show the entire thing because there's a lot of things that they say or do that they don't want to show on regular TV, right? So we bought the whole series on DVD for me so I could see it, and I was like, oh yay. And then of course I had the movies. The movies though, if you look at the cases, the movies came from Blockbuster. If that says how old it is, they came from Blockbuster. The second movie actually says rental on it, which means it has nothing. It has the languages and it has the movie, and that's it. There's no special features. There's nothing extra to it. That's all that it is, because it was a rental, and rentals did not have anything special on them. So, anywho, so I was watching Sex and the City, and I realized, I was like, these women are single, and they hang out together and all that stuff. And it always seems like once they start dating or, a specific person, and they're putting all their energy into that specific person, they're not going to visit with their friends much anymore, or they get married and now that's their life. They don't go and visit with their friends much anymore. And I will say that just seems like that's how friendships actually go, where they just kind of grow apart, where when you're single and all you focus on is your friends, and that's just how it works, then your friends are always your friends and you always make time to see them, even if you all have jobs. But once you get married or you start having kids or anything like that, I'm just looking to see what she's doing, then it seems like, your friends are no longer a priority and you kind of grow apart. And it happens. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who are all like, oh, I've had the same friend since high school. I did too, for the longest time. I had this same friend since high school, and I had known her since she was 11 and I was 13. And then we got into our early 20s, and that was it. It was over. And it had nothing to do with me having a kid, and it had nothing to do with her having a kid. It really didn't. It had more to do with the fact that I chose to change my life and focus on my child, compared to where she still chose to live the life that she had before. And it got to the point where I was used as a scapegoat, I guess you would say. So if she wanted to go out or something like that, because she still lived with one of her parents or something, when we were younger, I think I was like 21 and she was 18 or something, 18, 19, whatever. And if she wanted to go out with her friends, she would tell her mom that she was with me, and then her mom would call me and I'm like, I haven't seen her. And then she'd get mad at me because I didn't back her up. And I'm like, You have to tell me first that you're using me for that. And then she would come over because she told her mom that that's what she was doing, but she would bring people over to my apartment because I had moved out and I was, living on my own. She would bring people over to my apartment. And the only reason why they were there was because they were waiting to get the phone call about some drugs that they were going to take. And she knew she was going to take off with them and leave me behind because I'm not going to do that. So it got to the point where I was like, okay, yeah, we're not playing this game anymore. I'm not going to do that. And I have no idea if she ever actually grew up. I have no clue. I hope so, for her sake. She is at least 40 now, at least. So I'm hoping that for her sake. But anyway, so I thought that her and I would be friends for a really long time, right? And I never went to actual college. I mean, I have a Master of Fine Arts, but what good is that anyway? Anyway, I never went to like a university, right? So I didn't have like the college experience. I never went to a university, but a lot of people are all like, oh my God, college is where you meet all your forever friends. No, you don't, because I know some people who went to college who still don't have those same friends. Now, I will say that right now, I have the same friend, one friend from 2006. And I met her when I was working at Chili's. So it's been almost 20 years. Her and I still talk on a regular basis. We message at least, once every couple of months. She recently got married. We still go to her house and hang out sometimes. Layla, stop licking. Hey, please stop. No, Aria. So we still talk. We still do things. I'll text message her every so often. Hey, how's everything going? She'll message me every so often. Hey, how's everything going? Layla, stop licking, please. Thank you. The dogs like to lick everything. Blankets, sofas themselves. They're old. They lick. I've read that it's just for them to give themselves something to do. Layla's never played with toys. So anyway, so I have at least one friend that I've had for almost 20 years and I adore her. Like, she is the sweetest person. She knows that if she were to ever have an issue, she could call me and I will rush over there for her. And I know I could do the same for her. So there is that. I thought you were about to touch that light switch. So anyway, so there is that. Now, I will say that the friends that you keep are the ones that you make as an adult, not that you make as a child. They're the ones that you make as an adult, because everybody will grow in their own directions. And then it turns out that you're growing in different directions. And this person over here, because there is someone that I know that I used to work with at Chili's at the same time as the one friend that I still have. So this person here, she refuses to grow and change. Absolutely refuses. So yeah, okay, so she's on my Facebook. That's fine. But there are things that she posts on Facebook where it's like, I really want to unfriend you, but sometimes I feel bad about it because you're always woe is me, give me attention, blah, 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 blah. Okay, can we not do that on Facebook, please? Just don't. The vague booking on Facebook where it's all like, is feeling sad. Don't want to talk about it. Bitch, then don't post. So either way, those are the people that I'm literally like, and I will go in and unfriend a bunch of people for posting stupid shit like that. Don't want to talk about it. Feeling anxious. Don't want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, don't fucking say anything. Because then you suck. Ooh, excuse me. And I almost opened my mouth for that one. I'm at home. I can do it. Anyway. So, but anyway, so the friends that you actually make in the real world that kind of grow in your same direction when you grow up as a person, those are the friends that you will make forever. I want to be that little old lady who has, my friend from 2006 as a little old lady, and we're just sitting and chilling. What are you doing? We're just sitting and chilling, sitting on my front porch or whatever, screaming at the possum, get off my lawn. I don't know, whatever old people do. I'm not really sure. Of course, I don't live in a neighborhood, so it's not a whole, get off my lawn type of situation. But anyway, but that's what I would love to have. A couple of old ladies walking through the grocery store, going to bingo. I don't know, whatever old people do. I'm pretty sure I'll figure it out at some point what old people do. I mean, I'm getting there, right? Of course, I've got Aria, so we'll most likely just be sitting here playing bingo on our own. But anyway, but that's my thing, right? I never cared that I didn't have friends, because all the friends I had in high school that we would literally hang out together and go to parties to, or, with and stuff like that. We'd all go to parties. I was always the sober one. So I was always going out to get everybody, Jack in the Box at 2:00 in the morning and stuff like that. So all of those friends, as soon as I had my son, they ditched me. That was it. I was done. It was, can't hang out with her because she got a kid. Awesome, because y'all are great friends. Y'all are wonderful, wonderful people. Yeah. Okay. I don't care. Those are not your friends, because as soon as something happens and they're like, I'm still single, I don't have to worry about that. Bye. That's exactly how those people are. Then when they get older and they have a child of their own, that's when they realize, man, that really sucked that we did that. Yeah, because now you're the one with the child. I'm the one with the kids out the door. And you tell me, what sucks more? Being a grown-up without any friends who understands the struggles of having children? Or being a grown-up with people who are still single, not married, and they're like, oh, sorry, you have a baby. Ew, bye. Like they did to Miranda after she had Brady in Sex and the City. I'm just saying, right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay. So if anyone had a child young, because yes, I was 19 when I had my son. So if anyone had a child young, you understand that your friends are all like, oh, we're going to the club. You have a baby, you can't go. Okay, bye. And yeah, because they can make last minute plans and you cannot. Of course, as social anxiety, as everything starts to become way worse as I get older, like social anxiety is really bad at the grocery store. So I'm so glad that I don't have to go. My husband does that for me because I get to sit here with her while he's there. Sometimes he'll text me and be like, hey, did you need any more of this? I'm like, oh, you know what? I did. And I get to sit here. I don't have to worry about social anxiety at the grocery store. I don't know. It gets, yeah. So that's how that works out. I'm just saying, the friends who, excuse me. Hey, can you not play with the light switches? Thank you. That's the outside light that goes for that. Okay. So anyway, so the friends who understand and they'll actually stick around and they'll message you every so often and be like, hey, I got plans. It's like December, not even Christmas yet. Hey, I'm making plans for February. Girl, you are amazing. Love you. So those are the friends you're going to want to keep. I'm making plans for February before Christmas. Thank you. Your tail is wonky. She's knocking stuff over. So anyway, so those are the friends that you want to keep. The ones who make plans months in advance so that I have family who will make plans. Be like, hey, we'll see you Saturday. It's Wednesday. We're doing this on Saturday. Okay. Well, we're not going to be there because it's last minute. Or it's like, hey, we're going to do this tomorrow. Want to come? No? Like, are you kidding me? So anyway, understand that the friends you make as grown-ups, as adults, when you realize that they actually have the same life path, I guess you could say, as you do, then you can actually join them. And yes, and it's great. The ones that you made as a kid, most of them they're not going to grow up. There are way too many grown adults out there. I have actually, working in retail, I have actually met people that, were either in their 40s or 50s that literally still had the exact same tone in their voice as they would have probably in college. And I was always trying to figure out exactly how in the world do you function in society? Because you still sound like a 19, 20, 21-year-old, like an idiot. I'm not saying all young adults are idiots, but I mean, come on. I've heard some of the shit that comes out of their mouths on TikTok. I've heard some of the shit that's come out of my son's mouth. It's never an intelligent thought. I'm just saying. You may think that you sound smart, but honey, I'm sorry, but as you get older, you learn to spell better. And you remember that the dollar symbol goes before the number, not after the number. Excuse me, Missy. Don't turn the fan on. I'm just saying, there are certain things that you do as a teenager and young adult that you'll realize that as you get older, you're going, oh my gosh, I was so stupid. Yeah, you were. Don't be dumb. Anyway, I have a lot of stuff that I have seen. And I know that some of these kids, they troll on TikTok and they do things where they say it's, that they're not serious, but then they say things and you're going, are you serious or are you just trolling? Because let me tell you something. If you're serious, what the hell? The educational system has definitely failed. But either way, whatever. That's it. That's all I got. The friends you get as grown-ups are the friends you will keep. The friends you get as children, not so much. So wait until you're grown, like 30. Although I say 2006 is when I got this friend and I was not 30. But either way, so like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't. I don't give a shit. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just sitting here rambling on about stupid shit. But either way, I'm done. Okay, bye.